Hello YouTube. Bane666 here. Pastor Sean posted a link on my channel for me to check out. Thanks mate. The link was for a website called What's Your Price? It's a dating site where men pay women to go out on dates. Not getting a lot of MGTOW traffic I'm guessing. Anyway, here is how it works.
Do you know women earn on average 24% less than men, but spend 3 times more getting ready for a date? On What's Your Price, successful men bid for first dates, so you spend time, not money, getting to know him. Whatsyourprice.com, the online dating auction.
Ladies, if you've ever dated Mr. Wrong, you know it can be a big waste of time and money. On What's Your Price, successful men bid on first dates, so you spend your time, not money, getting to know him. Whatsyourprice.com, the online dating auction.
I wonder what Beyonce would say about this site.
I'm not bossy. I'm the boss.
Sorry about that folks. I meant the other Beyonce clip.
Can't pay my bills, can't pay my telephone bills, can't pay my automobiles.
Yeah, that's the right one. So the site is divided into 2 groups. The first group is the generous members, in other words, males, who bid for dates with the second group, who are the beautiful members, in other words, females.
Hi, I'm Jen. If you're attractive like me, dating can be a pain. Each time I join a dating website, I'm immediately overwhelmed with messages. When I finally find a guy who's not a psycho, often the date ends up being a waste of my time. That is until I discovered What's Your Price. What's Your Price is a new and innovative approach to dating. I no longer get thousands of emails from guys trying to impress me. Instead, if a guy likes me, all he has to do is make me an offer. If I like his profile and his offer, I say yes, and I get paid to go out on a first date with him. I found that if a guy is willing to pay me for a first date, he's going to be much more serious than all the others who are just looking for a hookup. And if it turns out that we're not a match, at least I get paid for my time. It's really win-win for everyone involved. Best of all, it's 100% free for attractive singles like me. It's fun, it's simple, and it pays. Whatsyourprice.com.
When going out on your date, the generous member is expected to pay. It is also our advice that you collect 50% of the agreed price at the start of the date and 50% at the end. To reduce fraud, we suggest you do not accept checks or money orders. While attractive members can use What's Your Price completely free, if you are serious, you should upgrade to a premium membership. Premium members can use advanced search, initiate offers, or control their privacy settings. Premium profiles are also highlighted and featured prominently, so they do get more offers. Our offer system allows you to negotiate until the price is right for both. Once accepted, you may unlock communication with the user to exchange contact information or schedule a time and place for your date. The higher the price for the date, the more credits you'll need to unlock the conversation. To buy credits, click on the Buy Credits button. You'll have 3 packages to choose from, but the 1,000 credit package comes with our dating guarantee. When going out on your date, as the generous member, you are expected to pay. It is also our advice that you pay your date 50% of the agreed price at the start of the date and 50% at the end. To reduce fraud, do not send money to anyone prior to the date.
So I should point out that I believe that what 2 grown adults do with their time, money, or bodies is really none of my concern or business. If guys are stupid enough to use this site, then they probably deserve what they get. It's not up to me to tell idiots how they should spend their money. If someone is going to the site looking for sex, then there are plenty of women on free dating sites looking for the same thing, or you could always just hire an escort or prostitute if that's your thing. And there is no guarantee you are going to get sex after you pay for the date in any case. If on the other hand you go to the site looking to meet someone for a relationship, well, what can I say? I have some swampland on Mars to sell you, you can trust me, I would not rip you off. Someone you have to pay for a date is not good relationship material. I would think that plainly obvious. If she is more interested in your wallet than your personality, she should come with a warning label. But considering the site reinforces traditional gender roles, something that both MRAs and feminists claim to be against, could this not be something that both groups come together on? I did a little searching on the net to find the feminist perspective on this. This seemed to pretty much sum it up.
As a sex-positive feminist, it's not the so-called prostitution aspect of What's Your Price that bothers me. If you want to pay or get paid for dates, do you? If that's a life choice that makes you happy, go right ahead. I am not here to police anyone's actions. What I find thorny is the site's language and de facto gendering. By comparing the site's process to eBay or an auction, Wade and the What's Your Price team are objectifying every single woman who accepts offers for her time. I mean, literally objectifying the women of What's Your Price are being treated like unique 19th century watches, still life paintings by Petra Konchalovsky, or whatever else is on Christie's docket. Remember the last time Americans bid on living human beings? Yeah, those were slave auctions. Not a good look. What's your price?
Yeah, I do not think comparing this website to slave auctions is a good idea. After all, you are bidding for the female's time, not ownership of her body. Once again, feminist overreaction. And once again, no mention of how this might be negative for the guys involved. After all, we know that only women are ever victims, right? So let's compare the generous members to the beautiful members and see who comes out on top. Let's start with the beautiful members, in other words, the females. All they give up is their time, which they are financially compensated for, like any job. It's possible the guy could be a jerk, but this is also possible on a normal date. There is no real negatives here. In fact, someone could make a lot of money and have many expensive free meals if they wanted to. Sure, feminists may argue that she is being objectified for her beauty, but is it really any different than the guy being objectified for his wallet? Speaking of which, let's look at the generous member. It's possible the girl could be a bitch, but this is also possible on a normal date. But he has to pay for her time, as well as all the other expenses of the date. There is no guarantee of anything else, be it sex or relationship. And as I said before, there are better ways to go about getting both. Whereas the female is at least compensated for her time, the male is very likely to lose both time and money. But maybe we should ask a beautiful member about her experiences. I found the following interview. This interview is an interesting view into the feminist mind. They talk about leading these men on, and using them for their money, yet somehow claim that they were the ones being used. Remember, they were not required to have sex with these guys, they were just paid to go on a date, and they admit themselves that half the guys were looking for a relationship. They saw these men as nothing but walking ATMs, yet somehow claimed being objectified themselves. And I am not excusing these men, by the way. Seriously, if you sign up to such a website, you are either a complete and utter fool, or have money to waste, probably both. But that does not excuse parasitic women claiming to be victims themselves. And let's face it, if you lead a guy on just so you can get paid, you are a parasite. They claimed that they were somehow forced into it by financial circumstances. This is an argument I want you to keep in mind, as it will have importance in a moment. Of course, this fits all the socially accepted stereotypes. The rich sleazy older man, taking advantage of the financially destitute defenseless female. I am sure you all know the trope well. But is there another version of this story?
Hi girls, where are you from? I think I know you from last night. What are you doing tonight? If you have any planning, you can come with me tonight. I love you.
I'm 50 years old, okay? I've tried to understand women. I've not understood even a percentage of that. And these little fuckers on the beach, sorry for the language, they seem to connect to these women. And the women connect to them so instantly.
They're very safe. I think probably for a lot of the women that come here, what they're feeling is these people feel safe to them. And they love to have fun. You know, they'll get out and sing and dance and joke, and they'll include you in everything.
Because, you know, I mean, there's a lot of frustrated Western women out there. I mean, just look at the sales of Eat, Pray, Love. I mean, women don't want to be women anymore in the West. They don't want to be feminine. So I can understand why they come here and they're searching for something, and suddenly this environment provides that.
Roy datang. Dia bersama tamu. Satu hari, 2 hari, saya nggak tidur sama suami saya. Saya nggak apa.
No, I don't think they're really gigolos. I think they just love women. There's nothing wrong about that. And when you're here, when you have a boyfriend, it's for real.
You know, a girl would want to come here and feel, oh, you know, I fell in love with Bali. It was so great.
German, ich liebe dich. Holland, ich hou van you. English, I love you.
That's a trailer for a documentary called Cowboys in Paradise. It's about Western females going to Bali and paying for sex and companionship from local men. And let's be clear here, at the end of the day, it is about the cash.
Yang penting uangnya bagus. Bukan fish. Apa nama wajah? Uangnya bagus ya bagus.
Is this really that different than wealthy men going to What's Your Price? In both cases they are either paying for companionship, or sex, with an idealized partner. And in both cases, people are paid to play a fantasy role. To be honest though, I think the cute cowboys have more claim to financial hardship than middle-class university-educated, Western women. Personally, buying this type of fantasy is not my cup of tea. I would much prefer a handful of red pills than to swallow this type of bullshit. And anyone who falls in love with someone they are paying is an idiot. But each to their own, I guess. It's probably right about now you are asking yourself, is it only Bali that offers this type of companionship for cashed-up Western women? Let's take a look.
If a local man forms a relationship with a tourist, it can prove to be financially beneficial, not just for them, but also for their families.
For now, I live here with my brother, my baby daughter, and my girlfriend.
How does she feel about the fact that you're with other women?
She doesn't like the fact that I go to clubs. She says it's not a good life. She fights with me a lot about it. I don't do it because I want to. I do it because it is a necessity.
With little education and poor prospects, for many of the country's young men, having relationships with tourists can offer a way out.
What does your mum think about what you get up to with female tourists?
She knows what I do in Sosua. She knows a little, because I tell her, sort of.
My dream is to see my son grown up and one day travel abroad and improve his situation. He's having relationships with foreign women. Maybe through these relationships and friendships, he can achieve that goal.
Most of the women come to Jamaica for the dreads, the rasta of it, the black, beautiful men. That's really most of the concept. We treat women with respect, as goddesses, as women, as princesses, as queens, and that's why we are known to be the lovers of all.
They're running away from all that 9 to 5, that snow, traffic jams. They're down here to find people that they want to meet. People do come down here uniquely to get laid, which back home, as you know, it's not something that you can do that freely, or you don't have that free, let loose attitude about you to just walk up to somebody and say, how are you doing today? Do you want to go to bed? Here, it's kind of easier.
Attract what is commonly known as rental dreads. And rental dreads are the contemporary Jamaican version of the old-time gigolo. They prey on women, on the women's emotional, needy side, and attract the woman, compliment her, seduce her, lead her to believe that she is their one and only, when in fact they may have had another woman the week before, and as this current woman boards the plane, they'll be greeting another woman coming off the next plane. There's no real genuine feeling. It's just a question of the women are filling a need for these men in terms of material need.
Folks that come down here, more percentage are educated and, of course, with a little bit more money, which a lot of these individuals down here don't have that privilege to get that money side of it going. And the women do throw their money around. Money is power, and it does a lot of things for people. And if you got the money, you can call me honey, and it ain't funny.
The white ladies that comes to Dominica or to the Caribbean islands, I think some of them has all the way of looking at a black man, or the getting to know, besides visiting the sites and the beauty of the country. I think in their mind they have something else. You give them the touch about the place and so on, and then they feel very flexible or comfortable with you, and then things happen. They would like maybe to experience maybe the nightlife with you, go out and have some party, dance, and maybe then there is thoughts and feelings that come into each other's minds, and then, you know, you could practice them, you know. You end up getting an extra tip because of the way that you behave, you know, and the way you do things, how you present yourself. Yes, indeed.
The white American tourists represent for all these young men hope, aspiration, achievement. You are the people who I see on TV. If I can have you in my arms, I belong. I'm almost like I'm on TV, you know, and I think that's a very big part of why that attraction. Of course it pays, and that's a little gravy, you know. But these guys are yearning more than they're earning, and they're earning because they're yearning. Both parties have to go beyond so many layers of baggage and things for it to be real. It's a serious challenge. If they meet us, I mean, the tourist comes on and the guy on the street or the guys that work and so on, trust me, it's going to be difficult because he's part of our package, of our holiday package. She's part of his earning, and they will not be able to get beyond that.
Over there, it's a complete different atmosphere, and it's the vodka, it's the sun. And when they come over to you, you're like, phew.
You lose your inhibitions over there. I wouldn't do over here what I do over there. There's no two ways about it.
Southern Turkey is fast becoming one of Europe's #1 holiday destinations for a new breed of British female sex tourist.
The girls come here looking, toys! They are toys, look at them. The toy boys.
Be 18, 48 or 88, size 8 to size 28, doesn't matter.
Over the last 5 years, Debbie and Terry have visited Turkey more than 20 times, looking for sex and romance.
Anybody at 50 who said they wouldn't like to sleep with a man half their age and could get away with it, they'd be telling lies, of course they would.
This is the story of their latest trip, and it's a family holiday with a difference.
British tourists, they think we're absolutely rolling in money and we're their escape to paradise.
Millions of tourists travel to Turkey in the summer months. An increasing number are single British women looking for sex with local men. Although Debbie and Terry have been on so many Turkish holidays, this one is going to be a bit special. Terry is turning 50, and they intend to celebrate in style with their kids. It's costing them over $5,000 for the 2-week break in the southern resort of Kuşadası. Over the past 10 years, Kuşadası has dramatically grown in size. It's gone from a small fishing port to a thriving tourist resort.
This is Bar Street. This is the main attraction for everybody.
When it's busy, it's madness.
Yeah.
It's madness.
Drinking, dancing. This is definitely a girls' holiday.
It's one of the best streets in the world, as far as females are concerned. And girls come here looking, toys. They are toys, look at them. The toy boys. Who wouldn't? What do they want? Money, sex, both? Does it go together? Does one bring the other? I think that's what they think. Do they want a visa to a country where they think they're going to get a better life? They come from the outback to a place like Kuşadası, a tourist resort, because they know there's money and sex freely available.
And they know Terry's here.
And they know I'm here. Cheeky cow. Fucking cheeky cow.
They know you're here.
Turkey is a traditional Muslim country where sex before marriage is strongly disapproved of.
Do you think you understand Muslim culture?
No. No. We're lying if we said we did.
What do they think of British tourists?
They love British tourists.
They love British tourists. They think we're absolutely rolling in money and we're their escape to paradise.
Last year on Bar Street, Debbie met a young Turkish man called Ali. At the start of this holiday, she's unsure if they'll rekindle the romance.
This guy is a bit of a waste of space. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 3 times he's asked me for money. And we're not talking 10, 20 pounds, we're talking 200, 300, 500, jeans, trainers. This time he's asked, will I buy him a passport while I'm here?
So you don't disapprove of your mum then?
No. She loves her mum. We're best friends, aren't we, on holiday?
Yeah.
So if I get drunk, you make sure you carry me home.
I always do carry you home.
Yes, you do. I can't fault
You
you.
don't remember how to get home.
Would you sleep with him tonight if you saw him and he was all over you?
Probably. Probably.
I don't think women do. No, women can't separate, no. For a woman, it's emotional as well as sexual. For a man can have sex with no emotion involved. I really believe that.
What's their motivation?
They use sex as a commodity to gain money. And what is it saying? A standing prick has no conscience.
Do women pay for sex here? Is it like sex tourism where you pay for it?
No. So, but to buy somebody a meal or breakfast or buy them a drink. But it's not like you're not handing somebody 50 quid, are you? You're not handing 50 quid over for sex. That's not what it is. It's what it can lead to for them. They reel somebody in, and the next time she comes, she'll bring him a pair of trainers and a pair of jeans and a couple of T-shirts. That's real, Kaz.
What do you think when your mum gets off with blokes in front of you? Do you
I
like
used to
them
go
or not?
psycho, man. I used to go psycho. I smashed a window in on Bar Street at one point.
Why? You just don't like seeing your mum with other men?
No.
But what's happened now? You're 11 and what, you've become mature, have you?
No, I just don't give a shit anymore.
I have to say, those English ladies are pure class, and obviously good parents, as I am sure bringing their young children on a sex tour will have no negative effect. Yeah, right. A link to the entire video is below, it's worth a look. I will let you make up your own minds as to who is taking advantage of whom. But there is one more example I should show you, which is a little different than what you have just seen. Let's have a look at Japan.
A revolution is happening in Tokyo. This city's vibrant nightlife, once the stomping ground of Japanese businessmen, has been invaded by women. And an explosion of places called host clubs, where geishas have been replaced by high-priced gigolos.
Women now have the financial power to go to these host clubs and basically squander money that should be spent better elsewhere. But it's like having, you know, a $300 cigar or a big vat of caviar.
Dave Spector is an American television personality who has lived and worked in Tokyo for over 20 years. He is one of Japan's most famous foreign celebrities.
Going to hostess bars has long been the privilege of men only, obviously. So you might regard the host clubs as a sort of revenge against the male-dominated entertainment industry, especially at night.
At Club All, women pick which host they want to sit with from a menu.
So I think I'm going to pick Aika. He's a Scorpio, and he says that his hobby is sleeping.
The women may pay for the drinks, but it's the hosts who provide the entertainment. Nachi has been working at Club All for several years. On a good day, I can earn $2,000 to $3,000, he says, but sometimes people earn as much as $10,000 a night. He says he is successful as a gigolo because he knows what women want. Women want to be listened to, he says. Many feel lonely. I could cheer them up and help them have fun. I decide to put Nachi and his boys to the test, splashing out on a bottle of champagne. They surround me and call me princess and make toasts.
Yes, we can. I want to!
The attention is at once acutely embarrassing and undeniably enjoyable.
Oh, boy!
Oh, boy, come on,
I'm definitely getting the full seduction treatment here.
Fun for the odd night out, but hard to imagine becoming a regular. At 36, Chiaki Ishijuma runs a successful event planning business. She visits Club I at least a few times a month to see her favorite gigolo, Keiju. All I do is work. I'm very busy. I don't really think of finding a boyfriend, she says. If I have time, I'd rather come here to see Keiju. The pleasure of Keiju's company costs Chiaki thousands of dollars a month. A lot of Japanese men don't pay much attention to women, she says, if they change their hairstyle or nail polish, but Keiju notices those details. He's a good listener. But what happens after the bars close?
And I can take all of you home with me. Never mind.
Chiaki admits that she and Keiju have gone away on weekends together.
So there's no way you two haven't been intimate then?
These men are very aggressive and they know how to entertain, and they might have something going on privately, and that would require even more money, and buy him a lot of clothes, even a car, expensive jewelry, watches.
Chiaki won't say if she pays Keiju outside the club. It's clear she sees him as more than just a gigolo.
Do you have feelings for Keiju? Do you think maybe you love him?
She admits she's worried she will get her heart broken, one of the potential pitfalls perhaps of women inhabiting a world traditionally open only to men. In Tokyo, I'm Clarissa Ward for Nightline.
I can understand how someone might want to feel special, or attractive, or to have an abundance of attention from the opposite sex. But if you are paying for it, it's not real. Like I said before, definitely not my thing, but what consenting adults do with their time and money is their own business. But it does raise a few questions. Is one party taking advantage of the other? Are they both taking advantage of each other? How does poverty affect choice? And exactly at what point do you go from somebody receiving a gift to somebody who is a prostitute? Anyway, hopefully I have given you a lot to think about, and I look forward to reading your comments below. Let the debates begin.
All right, finally, there's a million of these dating websites, but one of them in particular is raising ire because you actually bid and pay money to go out with women. Right, Carlson? Is this what it is?
Listen, the guys sign up as the generous category. It's sexist on its face. Well, actually, the women sign up as attractive, and then they put bids on how much it will cost you to go on a date with a particular person. This is prostitution. This is total prostitution.
Let's get this straight, though. So women sign up, and then they get a cut of what's bid on them?
No. It's a little bit different.
All right, go.
Men or women can be generous, and men or women can pay for dates.
Okay.
So you can be either or. It's not just men or women. Although I grant you, it's mostly women who are getting paid for the dates. I actually think this is kind of a funny twist on Match.com or JDate or eHarmony. Here's why. You've got all these guys who the reason they go on these sites is to get dates. And a lot of them spend all their time emailing, trying to get dates.
But
they spend the money, but they never get the dates.
They actually bid on the woman.
So no, they don't bid on the woman. What they do is they arrange to go on a date, and they just pay for it. So the woman says...
Who do they pay?
They pay the woman or the man.
They pay the woman.
For the date, though, not for
What
sex.
does the website get out of it?
The website is... They probably get a cut of whatever the cost
All right, so if you want to go out with either of you two, it'll cost like $10,000 or something, right?
Well, we have to see what we're worth in the marketplace.
Yeah, but I'm hypothetically, Carlson, calm down. All right, so so good-looking women are going to get a bundle of money from guys who just want to be in their presence.
Listen,
why would they do it? Because they want money. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me?
Yeah.
These are the lessons, the exact opposite lessons I'm teaching my children as a parent.
But you just asked, what are you, Little Bo Peep? Why do they do it? They want money.
You keep calling me that.
And there's sheep out in the green room.
But how,
because what kind of a naive question is that?
For $100, you're going to go out for 3 hours with a geek?
$100?
That's what the bids are.
Is that what the bids are?
They range between $20 20 and 500 bucks. But like the average price is like $100.
What do you think it was?
And it could be like coffee.
I don't
It's not
know.
a lot of money.
I mean, I don't go on these dopey things. I don't know what's going on.
Don't accuse me of not knowing about them.
No, I know, but I don't think it's prostitution for 20 bucks. Do you really?
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
Why do they involve money?
Because they can.
But they involve. And I say it's silly.
All right. I think everybody should be very cautious about these websites in general.
And, you know, the virility, the masculinity, the muscular physique combined with the locks was, in a sense, a combination of the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, visually.
I don't know what women fascinate about those dreadlocks so much, but this is this wildness, probably. The strongness and the wildness, this complete masculine energy. Maybe it's just symbolized by the dreads. So, yeah, they have always good chances here with the women.
I don't go with the fixed idea, I've got to have sex with so many men, or I've got to have sex with one man. If it happens, it happens. So I'm a sex tourist. I don't know. It's not like I'm like the men that go to Thailand purely to have sex with young girls. That's not what I go for. But if it happens, it happens. So am I a sex tourist? You tell me.
Chill.
Give me a fact that she's stressed me.
Don't need to do anything. I'm having a fag and I'm chilling out, right? I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I'm never getting on that flight again.
Every summer, Terry brings 11-year-old Bradley to Turkey. This year, his older sister Holly has decided to come too with her baby.
Proper hanging brag, aren't they? They all look the same as well, don't they? They've all got their massive noses, haven't they? Big greasy, dirty men. The boys on Bar Street, they're not prostitutes, but don't be under any illusion that you're their only girlfriend, that they're going to fall in love with you, because next week, when you're on your plane going home, the next victim's getting off a plane. And that's the truth of it. And if people don't like that, then don't come to Turkey.